Yo, what's going on, everyone? We're back with more of the show that we're watching today. Let's get right into it. Sorry if these intros are very boring. It's just I'm not a very exciting person, I suppose. But let's get to it. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 1, Episode 15. Feeling Pinkie Keen. There's that Looney Tunes with the rock stuff happening. Guess Pinkie's doing something.
Never mind her. She's just being Pinkie Pie. Haven't the slightest idea.
Yes.
The twitching means my pinky sense is telling me that stuff's gonna start falling. Use your
Pinkie
better duck for cover.
senses.
Oh, Pinkie, it's not gonna rain. Why, there's barely even a cloud in the tree.
Raining frogs. This is spoilers for a movie. I think this is Magnolia.
You okay, Twilight Sparkle? I just couldn't stand to see the pond getting so overpopulated. What with the frogs all hopping into each other and all. So I just Bog.
Of course you did.
No, it's kind of rude.
Oh, Pinkie, please. Nothing else is gonna
Twilight fell! Is it safe to go help her?
Technically,
It's okay. My tail stopped twitching.
she did fall.
Hanging out in a ditch? Because Pinkie Pie predicted it!
Honestly, Spike, she did not. Two coincidences in a row like this may be Twitchy tails that predict the future.
Twitchy tail. Pinkie sense.
This is a
Don't worry,
thing.
it's safe. Prediction already came true. But those of us who've been in Ponyville a while have learned over time that if Pinkie's a twitching, you better listen.
Mm.
My ears are floppy. My ears are floppy.
Has its own rhymes.
What does that mean?
I get different little niggly feelings and they mean different things. Like when my back gets itchy, it means it's my lucky day.
Mm.
And when my knee gets
That's kind of interesting.
thin.
Is your knee pinchy now?
No, but my shoulder's achy. That means there's an alligator in the tub.
What? Oh.
Scary! It's downright dangerous!
No, it's not, silly. This is my pet alligator, Gummy. He's got
Gummy?
Hey,
Okay, well, I guess
Get it.
she has a pet.
What's not to believe? You do magic. What's the difference?
Dang.
Huge! For one thing,
She insulted the magic. Not even insulted, but you could see
magic is
that
something you study
Pinkie,
and practice. It only
that
happens
Twilight
when you
says
decide
it's
to do it. And
dead.
it happen. With you, it makes no sense at all.
Dang.
That's so not true, Twilight. Sometimes it's a fun supposedly predict the future. Combos.
Yeah, it's interesting. How does one
Sure. You know, like ear flop, the knee twitch, the
sort of
eye
question
twitch.
intuition?
The sky is about to be graced with a beautiful
But it seems
rainbow.
like the town's pretty normalized to this. This is funny that we're
You
going
said that
for a
combo
more
beautiful
slapstick
rainbow.
approach to the comedy
Then
in
you
this
switch that
episode.
eye flutter.
Is
This
it's
one
actually the
ear
first
flop,
time the
then
show's
eye
gonna go
flutter,
more
then knee twitch.
more
And you should
violence
look out for opening
for
doors.
its comedy.
You okay? I don't think
Again,
so.
you
just
can
never know.
exactly
That makes no
you
sense.
can't
Sometimes you just have to
scientifically
believe in things, even when you can't figure 'em out.
measure intuition or gut feelings.
I'm feeling something.
Oh my gosh.
But I guess that's also the whole nature of it, is that like it seems like it's so fake and wishy-washy.
It's my
But-
tummy. That usually means I'm hungry.
Pinkie, have you seen Twilight?
Uh-huh.
Twilight? What are you doing back there?
I like that she's the Snow White of My Little Pony.
I'm doing scientific research. I'm observing Pinkie Pie. Scientific name? Pinkius pyagus. In its natural habitat.
Picus.
Pinkie is Huicus?
Yes.
What's she doing?
Small detail,
now?
but yes, I like when they show the after
Holy guacamole.
effects of like the
I wonder what
previous
that
scenes.
Let me help you.
The same. Bro, you don't see get hurt more.
Take this down.
To bring them, that's amazing.
Twitchy tail. Twitchy tail!
Oh no! Oh, dang. The moving company messed up, man.
Hey, Apple
She has to be in like a full body cast, even though
Taking more apples
she was
to your
already
new
kind of
episode.
in one.
How about you, Pinkie? What you doing?
Something you never expect to happen is gonna happen.
Calm down, every pony. All we know right now is that
Bro, Twilight, you just gotta accept it. Accept whatever is happening is just going to happen. She's gotten hit with like every single
Believe in this stuff.
twitch
I don't.
feeling,
I just
so
want to be there to see the look on Pinkie's face when we find out nothing.
dang, spitefulness, okay. I think the show's gonna kind of go into cool territory if it kind of does explore the ponies having like weaknesses and the personalities clashing in that way. This is the first time for Twilight, maybe besides the whole thing with Trixie, but
Cold.
besides
Need
that,
a jacket or something?
like she's like being snarky and kind of stuck up a little bit. I understand it, it's
So,
just,
what do you think happened to Fluttershy?
it's rare for her to feel this way.
And I was right. Pinkie Pie said
It's
whatever she was shuddering about
it's
was
not
a
about being right,
doozy,
and also
and the
this
only
is the
thing
one
that's
time that
doozy
in
here
the
is how right
10
I
times or whatever
Um,
that it was wrong. So let's,
am today, but
only one doesn't,
that's
come on
still-
Twilight.
But what we've shown here is
Confirmation
there's
bias.
No point in believing in anything you can't.
Sorry, I'm not liking Twilight's attitude right now.
Aren't you, Twilight?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh. Oh yeah, we have a common thread. We have a bigger animal. Maybe since the dragon, and the Ursa Minor or Ursa Major.
That's too bad.
A hop, skip, and
Okay, so they did. Okay, nice. They did keep that in. I was about to say, I wonder if they're going to. What the heck? It's the old cartoons logic. But that's what I was gonna say, was that are they gonna keep that fear that she has of jumping and heights? And they did. Nice touch. We get some drama here. And some action. No. What in the plot armor is this?
The doozy? How could it not be the doozy? What could be doozier than that?
Oh, the voice acting of Twilight, it has so much more expression. Oh, whoa. He's pissed.
I give up. You're
Nice
right.
animation there with the fire
Can't
transformation.
fight it anymore.
I am noticing there's different voice inflections with Twilight.
that was it.
And even sometimes throughout this episode, I've kind of heard some southern parts. I'm not sure if that's correct.
What is? I now realize there are wonderful things in this world you just can't explain.
Mhm.
That doesn't necessarily make.
Yes.
This means you have to choose to believe in them.
Yes.
And sometimes it takes a friend to show you the way.
Mm-hmm. Nice lesson.
Look.
Nice.
Holy guacamole.
Nice punchline. Nice, nice, nice. How do I start this off? This episode was interesting because it went into so many different places. I think there was more expression and inflections with the Twilight voice. I think the episode as well, it kind of goes towards a more slapstick route for the comedy, which really hasn't been there throughout this series thus far. And then there was also the threat of a bigger, more powerful creature. Same thing, we haven't seen that since about the dragon and the Ursa Minor. And I guess you could say even to the Moon Princess since the pilot. So there really hasn't been this villainous or this kind of obstacle to kind of overcome situation in a while. And this whole theme, it really tackles questioning or trying to put a number on those things that we cannot measure. So this beautifully kind of compares the way that Twilight is and the way that Pinkie is. Pinkie's very spontaneous, very random. You don't know with her, but it's also don't question. And Twilight Sparkle, she is a person that needs to know why. Very systematic, very theoretical, needs to know it. So these worlds combine, and that's going to create conflict. And that was a kind of genius way to do it, because we even see that she's getting very snobby and she's gloating and she's looking for the downfall and for any type of confirmation just to dismiss this whole case. That was really cool to see that kind of bad side from Twilight Sparkle. I think the show can really tap into some nice ideas and drama if they kind of do take this approach, as we also saw with Applejack and Rainbow Dash when they were competing against one another. So this episode really had just everything. It had conflict, it had slapstick, the personalities, it had a bigger threat. There were just so many things that it was doing. And I really enjoyed it. And then just, again, that nice theme of you can't predict these things, don't question them, just kind of let it come to you. I think if you want to look at it at a more spiritual and more existential way, you could just kind of, hey, I can't predict what life is going to hand me. I can't predict falling frogs. I can't predict this. I can't predict that. So why am I going to try to spend and waste time trying to understand it when I don't? And that's just how it should be. We don't know what the weather will be tomorrow. We can see and predict it, but we won't know it. We can make a schedule, but then there could be something that happens that kind of throws off our entire planning and scheduling. If you look at this a little bit more deep, I think you can get a really awesome message from this. But I think this episode captures Twilight Sparkle's ideology and Pinkie's ideology and just really kind of combines them together. And that's going to create this order but randomness. And it does it pretty well. Great combination for the two. I actually didn't really expect them to really kind of mesh that way. Kind of masterful with the way that it's structured and the way that it kind of played off of each other. So that was really nice. Oh, and I wonder too, is that going to be a constant thing? Don't tell me or spoil me, but I wonder if that's going to be something that is a consistent thing. Does Pinkie having these warnings and stuff actually matter in the show? Is it going to be called back to? Is it actually going to have a purpose? Or if it's just kind of like a funny episodic thing? That's going to be fun for me to monitor and see how they do that. But I'm also okay with it just being a joke. But, you know, maybe there's potential there. You never know. Alright, guys. That's going to be it for me. I will see you guys when I...